because of how rude she was to them.
I know this has been a difficult time for everyone.
And they waved me over. I said, okay, cool. I was shown some things.
Unraveling across the world, really.
Okay, so I just watched the Swoop interview that she did with Colleen Ballinger's ex-husband, and I just want to say it really doesn't look good for Shane Dawson right now because of apparently he was sharing text messages. But I'll say this, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Swoop did this video where she's interviewing Joshua David Evans, who is Colleen Ballinger's ex-husband. Colleen Ballinger's ex-husband finally spoke out about her, and also more of Colleen Ballinger's friends have also came out and spoke out about her as well.
Sitting down here with me, I know this has been a difficult time for everyone involved in the situation. That's been just unraveling across the world, really. The public has really been watching everything that's been going on, as I'm sure you're aware. Yeah. My goal here is to just make sure that this is fair and balanced, and to be able to help provide some more context to all of this, the whole story, everything that's been going on. Okay. Be open, be honest, that's all I can ask for. Some of these questions are not going to be very fun.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
You said that you've turned down a number of interviews. And
yeah. I've had a lot of mainstream media reach out and ask to do this exact situation, and I said no to all of them. I'm only doing this here. I'm not going to do it anywhere else. I don't want to hop onto other channels.
My intent is never to overwhelm anyone that I speak to, and to, if things become triggering or anything, as I've mentioned, we do have a trained crisis counselor on set. So if we need to stop, if we need to take a break, whatever it is, just let me know and we can do that. Okay. We just want to make sure that while we're getting the open, honest answers and telling your story, we're also doing it in a healthy way that's not going to trigger you.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm going to be as transparent as I can, and I mean that. It does feel like a hurricane is in my chest right now, so I'm not afraid to face things and to speak from the heart.
Here are the facts that I have in front of me when Joshua first reached out to me. John Silvestri had accused him of harmful behavior. Regardless of how exaggerated and often false John Silvestri's allegations turned out to be, Josh himself had contributed to the culture of Colleen Ballinger's world in troubling ways. Obviously, there are allegations that have been levied against you, and we're going to get into those, but you have also alleged that you are a victim as well, and that's something that I and my team take very seriously. Beyond that, you were the only adult during the whole Colleen era and all of that is speaking, and I think that is also very important in this conversation.
I kind of expected it to be different. I didn't think I'd be the only one. To me, it's just weird that I'm the only one talking. But it makes sense as well, because if you choose to have an opinion or a stance, then that means people are going to be able to criticize you and look into you. And I understood that going into it, but I also thought there was something more important than just how I was being perceived when I started to see the true effects that had happened on these young adults. So here I am. The criticisms keep rolling in, and it's hard. I'm used to not looking good for the last 7 years. I just hope that something between this conversation and your videos, I think part 1 and part 2 of your videos have already done a lot for the people that would consider themselves affected or victims, and maybe this will kind of help put a period to that sentence.
And this is like, I'm just shocked because it really paints Colleen Ballinger as like this sinister, manipulative person. Like, okay, I get it. And I'm not defending Colleen Ballinger ever, but I kind of feel, cause I never met her. I don't really care. Sometimes we get to meet people, we get to humanize them. Not with her. What's up, guys? Okay, so before I get any further into the video, I want to say a big thank you to my sponsor, Manscaped, for partnering up with me yet again. And I love Manscaped, but this time around, it's very special because we have the new Manscaped TCS Special Edition. This is a special Manscaped 4.0, and there's only a few of these. There's not many. It's a limited edition. It has this purple design right here. It is to help to give back to the Testicular Cancer Society. And I just want to say, for those who don't know, that one man every hour, every day is diagnosed with testicular cancer. In fact, testicular cancer is the most common form of cancer among men ages 15 to 35. And for one last time, Manscaped is bringing back their special edition TCS Lawnmower 4.0. So we love companies who give back. Don't forget, it's TSA friendly, waterproof, and rechargeable. It's gonna come with the stand, just like the other 4.0 again, but this one is special edition because of the color that's on it. You're gonna get the charger as well, and of course the blades. You'll get 2 different blades. so you can do a lot more trimming. That will save you so much time. These were available back in April and sold out within 10 days. It makes sense, right? So we use Manscaped products daily to trim and maintain the region below the waist. So while you're down there, Manscaped and Testicular Cancer Society want to remind you to check yourself for testicular cancer with easy once-a-month routine, at-home self-health checks. Together, we save balls. And again, if you're like me, total hypebeast, there's only 15,000 of these available. I put all the links down below to Manscaped and TCS Awareness. And thank you, Manscaped, for sponsoring this video. Let's go. But what I find interesting is that on her honeymoon, which is allegedly, according to her ex-husband, a perfectly normal honeymoon, that she's texting people and saying that he's, you know, like threatening her and stuff. And it's like, why would you make up like such a crazy lie and then not ever tell him about it?
I had just had dinner with her family. She wasn't there. She was off doing some other thing. And then Steve Green was there with his now wife, Nikki. And they waved me over. And I said, okay, cool. We were just talking and laughing and just having a good time away from screaming teenagers. And then Nikki stopped and said, I can't hold this in anymore. And Steve was giving her a look like, no, don't do this. And she looked at me, and I'm paraphrasing here. Mm-hmm. She said, I'm supposed to hate you. But after spending just a few minutes with you, I don't. And I'm confused because the things that I've been shown about you don't add up to the person I'm talking to and the person that Steve says you are. She pulled out her phone, or it might have been his phone, but it was one of their phones, and they slid it across the table. I'm like, what's this? And she just said, read it. And it was about me. And I was like, what is this? And they said, it's a screenshot of a text message between Colleen and Shane Dawson. And I looked at the date. I'm like, that's during our honeymoon. Mm-hmm. She texted that during our honeymoon. That I abused her. That I went ballistic. We didn't even have a fight. We didn't have an argument. She said, I'm not the only one that has this. This text has been passed around. Mm-hmm.
Who was passing it around? Was it Shane or was it Colleen?
Shane sent it. I don't think Colleen did. Okay. I mean, that's me assuming. But
you know that Colleen texted this to Shane,
I
and
saw
then
both of their
that
interactions.
screenshot
Yes.
started getting shared with other...
Every YouTuber I could think of at that time, that I'm like, oh, so they all sit here and think that I went crazy on a honeymoon when nothing happened. And in that moment, that's when it all dawned on me. Why in the world did you think that you were safe when she did that kind of thing about everybody else? Everybody else, she had shit to say.
That was a common thing that she would do?
All the time. It's like a sport for her. She's a pro athlete when it comes to that. And we wrapped up the conversation, and like we hugged, and I excused myself to the hotel room, my hotel room, just me. And I sat there, and like, I remember looking at my phone, and it was a picture of us from our honeymoon. And it went dark, and it just fell and thudded on the floor. And I sat there, the sun had pretty much gone down. I sat there facing a wall with the phone on the ground, just going, what have I got myself into?
Why do you think that she would send this message to Shane?
This is something I've never figured out. Because when I got wind of that, then I started seeing more stuff. And that wasn't the only thing.
He has to find out through somebody else. So, like, she could have came out and said, hey, I was just playing around, just trolling. It doesn't make any sense for her to even say that, because she never told him that to begin with. He had found out, and it was Shane Dawson who was letting people know that he was, saying that stuff, or she was saying that stuff during their honeymoon. So then, and listen, I'm not trying to defend Shane Dawson here or anything like that, but I was like, maybe, just maybe, Shane Dawson was letting other people know so that if something does happen, they kind of already knew about it. Does that make sense? That's like my only thing of why he would send it to people. It's just to be like, hey, like, so that you know, if something happens to Colleen, look what she sent me. I'm sending it to y'all so we all know collectively. I don't know if he was sending it to be maliciously or he was sending it for that reason to give people a heads up. But apparently all these YouTubers knew about something that didn't even happen on their honeymoon. So I don't know. It does look bad for Shane Dawson. All he would have to do is put out a simple tweet, and Shane Dawson could clear the air. But I don't know. He's not going to do that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that people want him to talk about, and he doesn't do that anyway. But anyways, I just want to say this, you guys. Thank you for all the comments down below. I'm still in the middle of this move. Literally in the middle of the move. The other place that I wanted to move to, it's not gonna happen. I got outbid, so I was like, so I'm stuck with these boxes here for a couple weeks. Not even, like, less than that. We'll see. So anyways, I picked out a new place. Cross my fingers. Hopefully it goes through. All right. So with this being said, check this out. This is the part where y'all might agree or disagree with me. All right. So, and I wrote notes because I have a lot to say. I understand that he got cheated on or something like that, and I'm saying this loosely, and I just want to say this. Like, cause I've been talking about Colleen Ballinger for my whole entire summer. I mean, it was video after video after video. I was the first one to interview Adam McIntyre. We did a live stream together. It's on my channel, on my live. The very first one. And I've been following it in the beginning kind of closely, and then life gets in the way, other topics came up. But I'm here talking about it again. And I might miss some things, and I might see things a little bit differently. So if you judge me, please judge me kindly, okay? Because first of all, I wasn't there. I'm not a victim of Colleen Ballinger, and that makes sense. And then there's been a lot of twists and turns within that too. So I just want to say this, okay? There's a part, and I don't know, I'll probably get hate for this, but I don't care. I'm just gonna say whatever I say. There's a part in this documentary that Swoop's doing, and she asked Joshua David Evans to give an example, and he's like, does not give her an example. But then, like, I could have sworn, and I could be wrong, but I could have sworn her asked somebody else, the other kid that was, like, lying or something. I could be wrong. I could have asked, like, she asked him for an example, and then he couldn't give her an example, and then she kind of was like, you're not going to give me an example? Just give me an example. You know? So I noticed that, but I was like, why didn't you pressure him harder, but you pressured the other guy harder? That's just an observation. Okay, that's all I saw. I was just like, maybe she knows something I don't know. Maybe something was edited. I don't know. But I just saw that one. Then she talks about like this song that he did that was like a type song, and she was like, why do you still have that up? And then he said like, oh well, I don't have the password to that account. So I was like, okay, like she really went there. Like she really you know, she's a really good interviewer. And I could tell like she is taking it very serious and she's not joking about it. Next thing is the Johnny Silvestri story. Oh my god, that's like, that right there just needs to be a whole entire video within itself, okay? Because you ask Johnny something and he's gonna like, not how it went down. So it's like, okay, it's just not looking too good, okay? Just make a video about it. Like a real good one, okay? But anyways, she was the star and never let him forget it. And that's what, there you go. That's kind of like my takeaway. Like, in my opinion, I felt like dealing with someone like Colleen Ballinger, she was just hyper obsessed with just being super successful, all right? Did she achieve that? I think she achieved it momentarily. And the thing is, like, when you chase success or you chase fame, it's not something that you obtain forever. It's like you get it and then it's gone. It's very fickle. You know, that's why they say 15 minutes, because you have it and it's gone. And then some people, they'll get it once and they'll probably never get it again. And with her, I think she just kept chasing it and chasing it and chasing it. And here she is. To me, this is like, everyone's talking about Colleen Ballinger now. And I think that when you deal with something like that, you just have to like, just be careful and don't get in their way. And I think that a lot of people got hurt being like her friends around her and stuff like that. And I do want to further add this. I don't understand how Colleen Ballinger has been able to get away with this for so long. Let's put it out there. But then again, like when I look at like her friendships that she's had, they say they were her friends, but really they were just like business associates or colleagues or just, you know, part of the YouTube gig type vibe. So I don't think she really had any real friends. I think she had like YouTube friends, all right, or Hollywood friends is what I like to call them. The group chats to build an audience. Tell me why this doesn't make any sense. Why somebody like, let's say I was like, I don't know, I had like 10 million subscribers on YouTube and I was like super famous, whatever, right? Let's just say like, give me that one comment. Oh, he's sick, he's dying. No, I'm not, whatever. All right, shut up, don't come for me. Let me do what I want. I don't understand is how someone with like millions of subscribers would want to have a freaking little group chat of like 30 people. Like, how is that gonna serve, right? Like, even right now, like I love y'all and stuff like that, but like, why would I have like a group chat of just 30 people? Like, for what? So I could say attack and not 30 people attack. 30 people out of like the millions she's had. Like, I always want to think like, was she so crazy that she had like different group chats that other group chats didn't even know about? Like these fan group chats that she would have do stuff. But for what? Like, what is that little group chat, 30 people or whatever, gonna do for you? Oh, see how it did her, bitter and ass for time. You know, and these people are in the group chats. They all worship her. You know, she's the queen. They're huge Colleen Ballinger fans. They're happy to be a part of this secret group chat, right? But it's like, but 30 people? Like, you couldn't get any more? You couldn't get like, you know, like thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Like, if you're gonna have a group chat and you're like a super successful YouTuber, have like thousands of people in that group chat. And then why are you even having a group chat? Like, don't they have like, I don't know, like stuff that you can put people in? Like, what are those Twitter groups or whatever? I don't know. I barely even know how to work my phone. So I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, there you go. Couldn't they have like a text message? They're on like a group text message. I don't know. Maybe that's what they mean by group chat. But I'm just saying, like, outside of text messages, like an online thing. I don't know. I think something. One time I was on Twitter. Somebody, there you go. Somebody looped me into like some Twitter group, and I was like, "What the hell is this, girl? Get me out of here!" Like that, like something like that. They couldn't do that, or I'll be a part of like some website thing. I don't know. I digress. Just loop everybody in an email. How about you just do that? Just have everybody on an email group. So anyways, I just find that to be weird. The Colleen Ballinger thing is that, like, you know, if you guys have been following me all summer long, I've been talking about Colleen Ballinger to the point that I like beat it with a dead horse. There's nothing I can talk about her anymore until the Swoop documentary came out, because so many people were waiting for the documentary Swoop that came out. I think a lot of people got what they wanted out of it. Congratulations to Swoop. Even if you don't like her documentary, you have to, like, at least give it some respect in the sense that, you know, it takes time to sit down, and you have lighting, studio equipment, makeup, hair. There's so much that goes into it just to deliver the content. Just like this video, you give it a like. So appreciate that. And so if you don't like her video, at least acknowledge the fact that the work that went into it. But I don't think that there's people out there who just don't like it. I just think people may have questions. But I do feel like watching the Swoop documentary, I just sit back and I'm just like, damn, like, really? Like, I don't want to say I walked away with more questions. I think I just walked away with like, oh my God, like, oh, I'm so sorry that you were in that at that time. And then just like the stuff about like when on their honeymoon, or something about a honeymoon, and she said, or he said like, put down the camera. Like, I don't want to vlog during our honeymoon or whatever. Like, it really did seem like Colleen Ballinger was like, everything is content. That's what I'm getting from it. Like, everything is content. I'm gonna film it. I understand that because I am a content creator, so I get what she's talking about. But at the same time, you have to be mindful for like the people around you, right? So like today, I went to that I went to the store called Michael's. Oh, there's like all the home stuff. Oh my God! Listen, guys, Michael's has the electric Halloween collection. I love that, and they also have the like pink sweet Halloween collection. Oh my God! Like, I'm obsessed with the Michael's Halloween right now. They have nailed it with like the pink and the blue and like the pastel. You take Easter colors and throw it on Halloween stuff. So anyways, I get there, right? And I'm meeting someone, like a date or whatever. And so he is like getting together stuff for his like apartment. He's getting things like, yeah. He's like, you know, when you get an apartment, you're like excited to decorate it. That's what he was doing there. So he was like, hey, do you want to come meet me? I'm at Michael's. I was like, oh my God, listen, I'm that friend. If you go to Michael's, Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Target, Walmart, girl, call me. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Okay. So okay, first of all, if you made this far in the video, drop a pumpkin emoji in the chat. Well, I have a second YouTube channel that like no one ever knows about. And it's like a secret YouTube channel. It's called Rich Luck Shopping. Okay. I just upload every time I go shopping. I just upload it there. Okay. Grocery shopping, at the mall shopping, and it's so crazy. One day we're at Chanel, next day we're at Ross. Like, it's very much that, okay? Anything to do with shopping, it's on there, all right? So anyways, I get there, and like I said, this is like our date or whatever, and then like, I'm like, oh my God, I see the collection that I like the pink Halloween collection, and so like, I do like a TikTok video, so if you want to see it, if what I'm talking about, go to my TikTok, it's on there. Like, I freaking filmed it. It's like 3 minutes. But anyways, for YouTube, you know, I try to make it like 10 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. So he walks up to me, we say hi, and I like look into his basket, see what he picked out so far. And then I said, hey, do you want to be in my vlog? And he was like, no, I don't want to be in the vlog. I was like, okay. Turned it off, done, didn't vlog. Easy. I don't understand why she didn't say that to him enough, her husband, is to have that open line of communication. Because I say that to my like people around me. I'm like, hey, do you want to be in the vlog? Do you mind if I vlog? They're always gonna say, no, I don't mind if you vlog. So they don't control you, right? But if I'm there to hang out with him and him only, then when he says no, I don't wanna be in the vlog, then I'm not gonna vlog, period, because then I'm there to see him and I'm just there vlogging the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, all I have to say this is that like, it seems, so I understand, I can get Colleen's point of view from that side. I just wish she didn't do it, and she's probably never gonna do it. Like, it's just be more mindful for the people around her, even her husband on her honeymoon, all right? It's like, that shouldn't even be a question. Like, it's your honeymoon. Like, I don't know. It's just, unless it was like a topic of conversation that you guys knew, like, hey, on our honeymoon, like, I wanna shoot like a honeymoon vlog, is that okay? Like, something like that. But the day of, to just be thrown off of it and you don't know, and you're just like, can you put the camera down? It's our honeymoon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of bad. Y'all didn't talk about that beforehand. So that just lets me know that Colleen Ballinger lived and breathed her entire life online at that point, at least. And here's the thing, right, with people who think like that. And it was Casey Neistat. If you guys know who Casey Neistat is, right? Huge YouTuber. He used to upload every day. And Casey Neistat had said, and I remember him saying, or was it somebody else? I think it was him. He had basically said, you want to be a YouTuber? You want to be a successful YouTuber? Upload every day. Upload a video every day. And make it entertaining. And make it catching. And make it something that you would click on. That's what he was saying. So he uploaded every day for years. And then he just stopped. Then he posted this video and he was like, you know, the reason I stopped uploading every day is, he said, what I've learned is, like, when I upload every day, you know, as a content creator, you wake up and you're thinking like, well, what is my video going to be about today? What am I going to post today? But if you post every single day, then that question is taken out of that mind, because you're just going to post because you post every day, like a vlog, right? So what he's learned is, when he posts every single day, his daily vlog, he felt like it came across a little bit phony and a little bit disingenuous. So in the context of like everything is content, then he felt like he was doing himself a disservice by posting every single day, every aspect of his life, because he felt like it came across phony. And so there has to be some type of like work-life separation, right? So for example, I do drama videos. I'm not gonna do a drama video, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm having intimate moments with people, right? So I always tell people when they wanna hang out, I'm like, yeah, we can hang out. Let me shoot my video for today. Let me shoot my vlogs, my little drama videos, and then I'll meet you later, I'll meet you there, whatever. All right, or come pick me up, or whatever the case may be. So that way when we're hanging out, I'm not shooting a drama video in the middle of us hanging out. Unless there's some major drama, but that's never the case, at least not yet, like whatever. But if I did, I would ask, hey, do you mind if I shoot this hot scalding tea that just hit right now? Okay, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind. But at the same time, I don't think I would do that on my honeymoon. I think that could wait, right? But anyways, we'll see. If I get married on my honeymoon, that would be like honeymoon drama. And I was gonna sit up there and just be like, hey guys, so I'm getting ready for my honeymoon. Like that, it would just be like that. Anyways, I saw Swoop's video. It was great. I did find it interesting, their marriage, like the insights of their marriage, because like I'm not married, never been married. I don't want to be married. I could care less about being married. People like me, it's just not in the cards for me. And I'm gonna say that. And you're going, oh, what do you mean? It's just not. Like I'm hyper focused on making money. I'm hyper focused on my career. I am just, what's the word? I am a workaholic, right? I work. I would always put work ahead of like relationships, like that. I just love that. I love it. I've been broke before. I don't ever want to be broke again. So I'm going to work my ass off. All right. So with that being said, I do go on dates and hang out, but at least not for me today, not in the cards. Okay. Care less. But all that to say this is, I feel like, and I'm not trying to come across like shady or mean, so please don't take it that way, but I kind of felt like, you know, every relationship has its problems. Every friendship, every marriage, they have their ups and downs. I think that Colleen and her husband, I forgot his name, Jason David Evans or something. Sorry, I forgot his name. I think they had issues, but I don't think that they were like anything like super bad as opposed to like any other married couple issues. But I do feel like they're like 1% in the sense of like they were like financially wealthy and stuff like that. I don't think that he was ready for like the craziness that she is. I think that he really wanted to make that marriage work. And I think she did too, to a certain extent. But I think he wanted it to work more than she did. Like it wasn't 50-50. And sometimes relationships are not always 50-50. I understand that. You know, it's just like, it's just sad. I think that he loved her more than she loved. Oh my God, I think that's it. Anyways, let me know what you think about that in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, love you so much.